I heard that a certain doctor maybe maybe making moves to head over to that service. A certain PhD wielding streamer of games. You know, I did hear that he specialized in the disrespect of other online entities, and since his ex practice has completely disavowed him to the point where I think someone got someone got a soft ban for playing a game in which he had a skin in this game. Someone got soft banned for playing using his skin. It's pretty silly. I don't think they realize that he's bigger than them. Like, I mean, he's been at this for quite some time. Okay, like he's been at this since like DSP and Wings of Redemption, and like those streamers were like huge. He's been at this for quite some time, so I don't know why they really want to choose to have this like crazy vendetta where they're trying to just not acknowledge his presence on the internet or not have any streamers or any people acknowledge his presence. But it's just kind of silly. Just watching them every time his name comes up. Oh, you think so? He absolutely should. Well, I'm sure we'll find out. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. Well, for now, no, we're here. We're dropping our controllers. We're dropping our phones. We're dropping our electronic devices. All to say, it is the expert playlist. It is time for the expert playlist. Episode 174. Crabs on crabs on crabs. On crabs on crabs. Crabs on crabs on crabs. Excuse me. We out here on Mercury. Are you kidding me? Jessica, there's like 3 of them. Come this way. What are you, nuts? There's 3 lost sectors on Mercury, and that... Have you not... Looking like a true brat. Listen, okay? It's not the size of the planet. It's the it's the way you motion in the Lost Sector oceans. Okay. So Pariah's Refuge should be in this hole right here, yes. And I said, I don't know, I don't know if it's Activision, I don't know if it's what, but I feel like I feel like Mercury and Mars got fed a pretty short stick, despite being pretty interesting, you know, pretty interesting locations. I mean, even Mercury, as small as it is, has a little something to offer. A little something. Well, not to hear them say it, you know? Okay. Okay, let me reiterate. It's been 3 years of these levels not being very well used. Like, regardless of the sun setting. Like, I love the Alton Dynamo. I love Mind Lab Rasputin. Really nice fleshed out. It's kind of like, you know, on Titan. The New Pacific Arcology is woefully underused. It has Roombas. Roombas. Whole Roombas. You know what it reminded me of? I couldn't put my finger on it for the longest time. It reminded me of the oh, crud. I'm gonna have to look this up for a second. I can't believe I forgot the name of it, but it's been years. I can be forgiven. It's been years. Hold on. What's the name of this place? It was called the Sprawl. It reminded me of the Sprawl. And if you don't remember, because just saying it like that, how could you? The Sprawl is the remember the space colony in Dead Space 2? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bam bam be dam bam bam be dam bam. Dystopia. Look. That's the way the song goes, right? That's the famous Rihanna song. That's how it goes. It goes dystopia. Okay. Just making sure. Okay. Holy crud! I do. I see 2. Yeah, look, stand right where I'm standing and just look up. They're staring at you. Oh, Savathun, don't move. This won't hurt one bit. Just gonna give you a quick poke in the... Gosh darn it. One moment. I think I put away my ruinous effigy. I might have put my effigy in the vault. Yeah, I think I was fiddling around with Le Monarch earlier and I got a little bit too excited. Assort by rarity. Effigy. There it is. Alright, so was that both eyeballs? Or is there another one down here? There was a big room before the boss? Okay. Is it up? Is it down? Is it backwards? don't see it. Wait. Eyeball. What you looking at, fool? It's crazy that none of that works. Good gravy. Savathun, why such the vested interest in Mercury? Oh, I've got a great clip to send you also. Yeah, it's a really funny exchange between Eris and the Drifter, where, he says something about why Savathun never puts the Taken on Mercury, and it's apparently because methane drives Taken crazy. Mm-hmm. So Eris is like, yep, I see it. So Eris is like, there must be something, you know, must be something serious down here for Curia for her to send, you know, Curia's minions down here. And that Gambit is, you know, that his games of Gambit are more valuable to the Vanguard than they might think. And it's a wonder they haven't kicked him out yet. And the Drifter's like, pfft. And the Drifter's like, huh. He's like, they're probably just trying to decide when and who. And then he just laughs to himself, and then they both just start chuckling. And it's the funniest, weirdest thing to hear Eris and the Drifter just like chuckling and laughing with each other. Yeah, I had to record that entire exchange for you, because it is why I still do contact and interference every week. Yeah, some of the exchanges that they have and the things that they say are very, very, very interesting. Like, they have a conversation about the worm that's been... They have a conversation about the sea creature that's lurking inside Titan. Well, the Drifter says it's a worm. Eris says it's not a worm, and with your symbols, I would have expected you to know that. And I'm just like, what? Eris, what is that thing? I think she does. I think Eris be holding out on us. I mean, what little she tells us, we already call her crazy, so I can see why she'd be reluctant to share all the nitties with the gritties, you know? Dunk. Inside the lighthouse? Like around Brother Vance? Okay. You can vehicle on Mercury, you know. One of the last courtesies they decided to do us before deleting the planet from existence. Holy... Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to do that. I thought it was just going to bounce off. They usually don't let you get away with that. Okay.
Let us speak of truth and wisdom.
Death.
Guardian down.
Curse of Gabriel. Oh, oops. Oh, I'm a crab. Well, you had to get your daily fall in somehow. Don't look at me. That's just fate.
A hunter such as you.
It's your dark fate. Okay, so... stand by the edge of the abyss.
A sharp blade. A sure step.
What does that even mean? Dr. Shacula. Okay, that's definitely one of the better gamer tags I've seen.
Osiris,
You do?
guardian of action.
I'm too busy looking at Dr. Shacula. That's that's hilarious. Yeah, yeah, look down. Yeah, look down right here. You see his name?
You have come
1,
to
2,
Osiris.
3 kills. Ah, 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 ah. Got it. Man, that's like what, 5 eyeballs? Let's go. That optometry. That optometry, though. Okay. Okay, but we have to do the fast travel, though, because if you go out of that portal, you're going to end up at the ground entrance.
I see
So
with
to get back to
more
the top,
than
yeah,
eyes,
so to get back to the
Hunter.
top, just do the fast travel. But speaking of all the crab, what is going on in the world today? The world of Destiny. The world around Destiny. All the things that are fit to print. It's been pretty generous. Especially because, you know, we got all those story details. I mean, I'm sorry, we got all those gameplay details, we got all those subclass details, but I know somewhere in there somebody was asking, what about the story? What about, you know, what about why we're going to Europa? And I mean, I know we're getting darkness powers, but what about the reason everybody else is going? Which resulted in a pretty damn cool story trailer that showed Aramis giving a speech to the Fallen. I might be in the minority here. I think my favorite part of the trailer was the servitor. Like, Eris is giving this... It's just chilling. Eris is giving this deep and passing speech about how we will not be bound by our machines no longer. And that servitor's just like, do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, just vibing in. I don't know why that caught my eye. It just did. I'm like, that servitor was in it. He's like, yeah, stasis. Mm-hmm. About to give you the boop. 1-inch punch. The orb of Titalis. The orb of Titalis. Wait. All right. Let's try this again. I'm gonna go back to the. I'm gonna go back to the fast travel spot. It says land at the lighthouse. Travel to your left. You'll find a broken sphere with half a circle of metal around it. So we'll jump down and travel to our left. I see it. Oh, I see. I see what they're talking about. I think it's right over here. Sphere, half circle metal. I see something glowing. I see something glowing. Yep. Yeah, because it's sitting right here. Oh, perfect. I didn't. Heyo. Make your way towards the Infinite Forest. At the gates, turn around and look to your left at the giant Vex statue. It's holding the eye in its hands. Alright, well, the Infinite Forest entrance is this way, I believe. Where you at? Okay. Woo! You ain't see nothing. No, you didn't. Don't say a word. You ain't seen nothing. Alright, so, Infinite Forest entrance. I wish you could just go in there on a whim. I don't know why you can't do that. Like, why can't I just go in here? And just infinitely forest? Anywho. I would love that. Just have a randomized environment of just things. Imagine if that were like a public event. Like, you could just run into the Infinite Forest, and there's other people running around in there. Yeah, see, why can't I find myself? I wanna find my roots. All right, so at its gates, turn around and look to your left. There should be a giant Vex statue holding the eye in its hands, like right. I think it's talking about this one right over here. I might have gotten this one. I think it's that. Pretty sure that's the one. Oh no. This one, we're gonna need a public event. For the love of Jeebus. Oh my god, no. Oh man. Yo. The procedure for this? The procedure for this is the same way. God. It's the same way you get the Region chest. Fuck. So, alright, so basically. Oh god. Alright, so one of the towers, right? One of the towers during this public event has a back platform with crystals on it. This is not something you can do by yourself either. During the public event, when you go to one of the towers, after you fight the little mini boss and do the little thing, there's a platform that appears behind the tower. You have to jump on it, destroy a crystal. Then 2 crystals appear. Then you destroy 2 crystals. 3 crystals appear. Then you destroy 3 crystals. And you have to keep doing that, and it leads you up this path that takes you to the top of the tower. At the top of the tower, there's an eye up there. Yeah. I forgot the last time I had to do this. I forgot what I did it for. I think it was an exotic, if I remember it correctly, but yeah. We not only have to do the public event, but we have to do something very special in the middle of it. Let me look at the map. Are we anywhere near... Oh, well, as it so happens. 4 minutes. Public event in 4 minutes. Yeah, let's let us discuss that let us discuss that story. I'll rally to the flag so I can get the timer on my screen. I mean, you should do the same. Get yourself an ammo refill, you know. But yeah. How about that Aramis? How about what's the story trailer? You think so? Because of the way he talks to the stranger, right? He's like, he sees what happened to Aramis when she started to wield the darkness and to call us for help. She's what? Aramis. Kell of Darkness. Well, I mean, she was like, we're gonna have the great machine feel our pain. Mm-hmm. Yeah, about how, you know, we can form an alliance instead of fighting each other for the light, rather to have an alliance and have us both wield it. Yeah. You know, as easy as it is to read tyranny into our actions, I'd like to be a little bit more diplomatic than that and say, well, I mean, maybe if y'all had, like, come up to us with, like, your briefcases and your suits, you know, and just kind of said, hey, you know, is there enough light to go around, you know, because, you know, we kind of want to protect the galaxy, too. I mean, we kind of want some, you know, maybe we can find a middle ground between our former glory and your desire to protect your planet. But no, every encounter is conflict. Every encounter was some, you know, attempt to rip the light away from us and to take over our space and our planet and our... I mean...
The Vex slip between timelines like quicksilver, but you have one chance to stop them. Right now.
That's true. Like, there's a reason we done fell off.
You stand on a thread that links
There's a reason they
past
call
and
us
present.
those who have fallen
Preparation
off.
and triumph.
Alright, you familiar with this Krabby? Defeat Vexes. Get Arc Thingamaboob. There we go. Get Arc Thingamaboob from Hydra. Dunk. Try not to use your effigy just in case, you know, you don't want to run out. You don't want to be caught out there having run out, you know? See? Orb. Dunk. Oops, wrong orb. I picked up my ruinous effigy orb. Sorry. Dunk. There'll be another Hydra. Oh, okay, he got the other one. And that's how we're gonna play this by earlobe. He's gonna dunk that beast. All right. But yeah, you'll know it when you see it. But you gotta come with me, all right? Just be careful. All right, let's go to the other side and do the same thing. Because you only get one chance to do it. If you don't do it quickly enough, it disappears on you. I know this because I tried to do it alone. I didn't have nearly enough firepower to take those things out by myself. It was like, all right, like you need people for this. Actually, let me switch to my horror story now that I think about it. All right, see how things turning around? What do we hit? Which tower is this? Oh, good, it's the left tower. Let's do it. All right, so as we're doing this, you're gonna see it. Behind this portal over here, behind this Hydra, behind this portal, the platforms are gonna appear. And that's what we're gonna need to take out. Yeah, like after the dunk, there's gonna be a platform that appears behind where this Hydra is sitting. You see it? Mm-hmm. I will admit that it took a little while for us to finally catch back up with Varix. I'm happy we did. All right, come back here. Boo, you see it? All right, come with me. See? More crystals, more platforms. Take them out. The other one's over there. What are y'all doing? Jessica, look up, 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 look. See it? Shoot it. What are you doing? I really hope you got it. What the fuck? Why did you do that? Why did you do any of that? Shoot it with your effigy. Oh my god, you drive me crazy. Oh wow, it doesn't go all the way up anymore. It only goes up this high. Huh, how about that? Interesting. Well, I'm glad. I was about to... hold on. I think I just had a stroke. My left eye just closed. I watched you jump up there, and I'm like, wait a minute. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? The curse is back. Tell me there isn't another one. Tell me that's the only one that's hidden inside this public event. Like, I'm looking at the thing. I'm pretty sure it is. But... oh my god, there is one on the right tower.
Guardian down.
I think we missed it, too. The thing turned around, so we can't fly out there, no. Like, whatever those two did, those two that were doing the public event with us, whatever it is they did, they went without us. So it turned the it turned the jump pad around before we could make it over there. Thanks for being selfish morons.
If more guardians of your caliber came to Mercury, perhaps
There's no other way to get over
the
there.
mysteries of the Vex.
You have to be doing this public event to get over there. Dick. Be sitting here on Mercury for like a whole stream. Just like, why did they have to put eyes on both sides of this blasted event? Why can't I hit the eye from far away? Why is Savathun's eye even out here? She wanted to catch the eclipse. They told her not to look directly, so she just sent 2 eyeballs out there. I am so annoyed. Tell me about the nerfs. Something tells me I'm not going to like it. Something tells me I'm not going to be a fan of these nerfs. I guess. Really? Why? They just want to shit on people while they're shitting on them? Sounds like people are just getting pooped on. Like, what? It's getting a nerf? How? How's it getting nerfed? Because I have been on record, you know, calling that thing a rocket launcher. A mislabeled rocket launcher. Because that's what I think it is. Yes, that's what I think. I think it's a mislabeled rocket launcher. That's what I think it is. It's the only grenade launcher that fires a grenade in a straight line. That explodes on contact, has a crazy blast radius. It's a rocket launcher masquerading as a grenade launcher. Wow. That's the perk that makes it a rocket launcher. Yep. Okay. What about with Icarus grip? Does Icarus grip affect that or no? Oh shit. So they made it more inaccurate when you fire it from the air, basically. So they nerfed its velocity, its splash damage, and they made it more inaccurate. Jeez, I mean, even in modes... That's so silly. Even in modes where power level doesn't matter. It would have been useless in Comp and Iron Banner. Yeah, Trials, Comp, and Iron Banner. Things that depend on your light level. Because you're not about to equip a 1060 Mountaintop when the power level has already gone up to like 1200, and it's like, that would just eat your, you know. Like, do you really want it? Do you really want the Mountaintop that badly? You're gonna dunk on your own light. That's ass. That's ass. That's like what they did to the Gallahorn. It's like you could use the Gallahorn, but the damage was just so pitiful, it kind of took all the fun out of using it. Uh-oh, what else? What else is getting nerfed? Something else is getting nerfed? Delete this game! Nope. Why? Delete this game. Because that's why you made a new sword. To make it like all the other ones. That's stupid. Why? That's so silly. Oh, what? Were too many people using it? Did you like that people were using it? That you made a weapon that people like to use? Now, I have to stress that there's a difference between people using a weapon and a weapon simply becoming meta. The Falling Guillotine is a very powerful sword. I will admit that a lot of people do like using. I will admit. But I feel that, like, Iron Galaxy before them, and, you know, people who have played people who make fighting games have learned this. I feel like you need to take the Yoshinori Ono approach when it comes to balancing, which is not, let's nerf this, but let's raise the power level of the things around it. Which is not to say that, oh, which is not to say no. I'm not trying to say introduce power creep by just making all of the swords more powerful to compensate. No, what I'm trying to say is there's a reason you see so many people using the Falling Guillotine. It's because it's powerful. There's a reason you don't see as many people using the Temptations hook. Because it doesn't give you the same kind of experience. I'm not using the Temptations hook, not because it's a good sword. Not because it's a bad sword. Or not because... I mean, if you really want to know why I'm not using the Temptations hook, it's because I don't feel power when I use the caster. You cast out your little lightning bolt thingy. I don't feel the power of the caster frame. Every time I use it, I feel like it's just underpowered schlock, and it just makes me not want to use it. If y'all wanted people to use other swords more, why didn't they just make the Temptations hook better? Like, leave the Falling Guillotine where it is. Make the Temptations hook better. Make the Temporal Sprint on the World Line Zero better. Make the heavy attack on other swords more interesting, and then you won't see as many people running around with Falling Guillotines. If you give people a variety of ways to attack, then they will take the variety of ways to attack as long as they're all viable. The thing that makes people use one weapon more than other ones is because it's viable and useful in a variety of situations. I feel like this is just a knee-jerk response to a lot of people just using the Falling Guillotine exclusively. But I feel like they don't know why people use it exclusively. If using the Temptations hook made me throw out a bolt that maybe had better tracking on it, better splash damage, how about with full energy, it sends out more than one bolt instead of just one? Like... there were things that they could have done to make me want to use the Temptations hook. If the Temptation's Hook was more of a projectile mob weapon, it would find the same utility at mid to long range that the Falling Guillotine frequently does at close range. The only thing they've done in this instance, I feel, is just make the Falling Guillotine less viable or less fun to use in an attempt to get people to use it less, which is just silly. Like, because the Temptation's Hook is still kind of ass to me. Like, you've nerfed the damage of the Falling Guillotine, but the Temptation's Hook still doesn't feel like a good replacement for it in the slot. Like, why not just make that a better weapon? Damn it. 24% damage is... Eesh. Yeah. So it's like, ask yourself why it's better than every other sword. Why isn't everyone using every other sword? Why don't you take the other swords and raise them up to the level of the guillotine? And again, I don't mean simply in damage, I mean in utility. Like, there's the risk and reward of spinning around like a fucking goofball in an enemy's face is worth it because of the massive damage the sword does. Alright? Believe me when I say I feel it every time I'm in a strike. Every time I'm in a high-level activity and I know I have to get into something's face in order to use that sword. It's worth it, though. Why? The damage makes it worth it. Temptation's Hook, I'm like... I mean, I can, but I'm losing my cool spin attack and kind of burning through my sword ammo by just doing caster bolts over and over. It's kind of not worth it. I don't want to do it. Like, I have it on me right now. Like, mine has Energy Transfer and Whirlwind Blade on it, which is honestly not in the pantheon of perks. I actually kind of like that perk combination because Energy Transfer, blocking with it, gives you class ability energy, which, you know, when I'm a hunter, it's giving me dodge energy when I'm blocking with it. But, you know, look at this. Like, that's cool. That's cool. But again, if they widen the splash damage on that beast so that it hit more enemies, or, like I said, when I have full sword energy, if it sent out 2 bolts instead of 1, these would be things that would make me use it. And again, that 2-bolt thing is not an overpowered idea because you'd have to have full energy to do the 2 bolts. So you couldn't be just slinging out 2 bolts constantly. But I just... why don't they just do the Ono? Yeah, you gotta do the Yoshinori Ono. Like I said, in Super Street Fighter 4, Yoshinori Ono's approach to balancing was very simple. He was like, we're not gonna nerf any characters. If somebody has something like weird or busted, or broken, sure, we'll fix it. But instead of nerfing characters, we're just going to make everybody really powerful. And that absolutely worked. That absolutely worked. It worked so well, and I think it's part of why Super Street Fighter 4 was so beloved. Up until, 5 came out, and it got retired. Yeah. Killer Instinct was definitely a victim of listening to the community a little bit too much. Because while I could totally see the rationale behind a lot of the nerfs that they implemented or a lot of the changes they implemented, the problem was that they were implementing changes at a rate too fast for the meta to settle. Like, it's one thing to take something away from, like, Maya or Khan Ra after, say, an entire season of the game where people have been dealing with a certain something. But the problem was they didn't give people the time to deal with a certain something, and especially not long enough for people to either adapt to it, find ways around it, find ways to counter it via the cast. They would change things mid-season, which for a lot of people was really disruptive, because it's like, all right, I've been practicing with this build of the game, and now all of a sudden, like a week and a half, 2 weeks before the tournament, this move works in a completely different way, or doesn't do as much damage, or doesn't have the same frames.
You have one chance to stop them.
That
right
screwed
now.
some people up. It honestly did. It's like they should have either compiled all their data and then at the end of the season fixed things. Oh, you weren't here for that. You weren't. Okay, so we're going to do what we did before. But this time, we're not going to linger. We're not going to linger on the left side. As soon as we finish the left side, we're going to go straight to the right side.
Tapestry of time. You must unravel it.
We have to be better than the crabs. No, it's all good. No, it's all good. That's why I rallied to the flag, so you can see the timer and everything. Well, yeah. I mean, we'll see how these changes go. I mean, yeah. I guess the underlying message is stop using the mountaintop. Like, I get it. You know, you can use it. It just won't be as viable or as dominant. Which, again, I'm not the biggest fan of nerfs that just seem to take away. You know what I mean? Rather than build on a foundation, they just take away. I can see why you'd want to take away the mountaintop, though. I get it. It is the mountaintop, after all. I've been killed by the mountaintop several times before. I gotta say, it's one of the more infuriating experiences you could ever have while playing Destiny. So I know I'm not terribly against this, but, you know, it is pretty funny to acknowledge. I think it's hilarious. Wait, are we on the right side or the left side? What side is this? Oh, we're on the right side. Alright, let's do it. From where you land. Look out to the east and then turn left. The eye is in the corner. See anything I don't? No, I don't see it. Where? Where are you? Okay, what? I don't see anything. Does that mean I got it? Oh yeah, I don't see anything there, so I must have gotten it. Did you? And you got it? Okay. That's all of them? Okay. Oh, that was easy. Surprised I got this one. That's the problem with getting things before you get yourself an official list and start getting them yourself. It's like looking for GTA hidden packages with a guide after you've already found like 60 of them.
The crossroads are severed. You have denied the Vex passage.
Wow, how did this finish? Was everybody here just trying to get eyes? Everybody was like, go to the right one first. Shun the non-believer. Okay. This Hive Optometry is some serious business, I gotta tell you. This is why Savathun has eye problems. All 50 of them. I'm listening. Sure. If you're done with the... I mean, yeah, I guess if you're done hunting eyeballs. For today. I mean... Let's play a gambit and then regroup on that. Since apparently... finding all of the eyes at once is too much for you to fathom. You'd rather spend weeks finding the eyes. Spend weeks finding the eyes. Got reasons not to find the eyes. We got 20 more eyes to go. Or at least I got 20 more eyes to go. Got 30 out of 50. Damn, there's 10 on Titan. Mm-hmm. By then prophecy. We have to do that one. Because prophecy is leaving when Beyond Light gets here. Alright. Mm-hmm. Did we do Titan? Okay. Okay, so we didn't do IO or Titan. Okay. Oh, wow. Oops. I missed 2 eyes in the Whisper Dungeon. I know for a fact I only got 3. And I got both of us the same 3. And there's 5 in that dungeon. So. Yeah, okay. So. Alright. We'll have to go back in there. I know exactly which the 2 I didn't get are, too. There's one in the cavern that I've never seen, and one, excuse me, in the red room that I did not get. Sometimes known as the boop room. That's hilarious. Yeah, there's a there's a large room with really, really, really thin platforms on it. And just about every platform has like a boop on it. You know, the taken boop. Yeah, to boop you into oblivion. That's like maybe 2/3 of the way through the Whisper. The funny thing about the Whisper is it's the opposite of 0 hour. 0 hour is front loaded with combat and then exploration. The Whisper's the opposite. It's exploration that leads into combat. Well, I'm down if you are. I mean, you already have the Whisper, so. We need them Whispers. I'm at the LFG or something. Yeah, Daniel and everyone have gone off the grid for some reason. Yeah. I've been reaching out. People have just vanished. Like everything seems to have stopped. Which is kind of strange to me, but a little bit. It's weird that it would just drop completely silent.
Ooh! Vex on the field.
Vex on the field. Time to pull out my Rat King.
Time to bang knuckles. The derelict's
You ever look
AI
behind you?
brain is half Vex. I don't discriminate. You
Like, what
should.
are these? What's in these?
Go get him.
Also, did you hear what he just said? Or
You watch those fronts.
for me,
You watch your
he
back.
said the derelict's AI brain is half Vex.
Hostiles incoming.
I
in
don't
the depot.
discriminate. You shouldn't either. That's interesting. It's funny, you know, I always had a feeling that Gambit would play heavily into the story at some point. Just because what he's doing is so weird and involves the darkness and the enemies so heavily. I was like, how could it not be? How could it not be something, you know, where the things that he found out would lead to either a discovery of a way to harness the darkness, or give us a greater understanding of, you know, the things that are influenced by it.
Hostiles incoming at the
I
camp.
kind of always saw him being instrumental in that way, weirdly enough. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was intrigued ever since I saw the motes of dark and how they were triangle shaped as opposed to motes of light. Mm-hmm. Especially because in this game they really downplayed the utility of motes of light. In Destiny 1, you used to have motes of light to power up your weapons, power you up, like back when experience was a bigger factor in determining your moves, and, you know, you actually had to upgrade your weapons to have perks. You know, motes of light used to be a thing that you'd always be using in Destiny 1. And then in Destiny 2, they kind of took a back seat.
Got eyes on a high value.
This game has motes of light in it.
Track it down. Complete moats, sister. Whack the blocker. Hostiles incoming at the depot. Invader
Oh, yeah,
inbound.
orbs of light.
Hunt 'em.
Yeah. But like motes of light kind of disappeared. Ante up and get that fool. I shot him in the butt. Really though?
They wanted
Get outta
a
here with
fight.
that.
You gave it to them.
Miss me with that bullshit. Sorry. Hey! She knows. That's
That
right.
should keep your enemy busy. Let's see more moats. Portals
I
ready.
banked all of my
Go say
motes and I
hello.
freaked it. Well, it's not like I'm gonna say R.I.P. Falling Guillotine, but it is a bit of a loss to my damages.
Hey, you're losing moats.
It's
Ice
still
the
gonna be a
blockers.
high damage weapon. We're just losing a ton of the damage on it, which is just. I guess I'll need a few more spin attacks to, you know, really get my potential out there.
High value target is down and out.
Yo, these motes are really on a platform being hauled away. Like, stop.
Portals ready. Go say hello.
Well, he does also decode umbral engrams. Liaison.
Incoming at the gulch. Watch your back. Invader incoming.
No, the link was broken. Oh, shit. Get out of here with that.
Allies headed to the other side.
Thank you.
Invader down. You're clear.
That's all right. I caught him with a tether. Oh, that's good. He saw me and knew he got arrowed in the face last time, so he popped his super. He was like, no, not this time.
Hey, you're losing moats.
We're losing
Ice
moats.
the blockers. Your allies down, but they took someone with
It's
them.
always like this. I hate this so much. Like people really think that you can leave the blockers here. You can't do that. You will lose. We will lose all of our moats if we just leave the
Invader
blockers.
on the field. Careful.
Guardian down.
No. What did he do to you? Fist? Oh, he's in the middle. I see him.
Invader's gone. Get him next time.
Alright. Yeah, see, look at that. That's how you get the 44 out of against 91.
Opposing team summoned a prime evil. If they kill
Your
him, they
optimism's
win
giving me
this.
life.
Portal's up. Go look him in the eyes.
She wields the darkness?
Your allies invading the other side.
Maybe it's her worm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah. Maybe she has a weird darkness ghost.
Your invaders down and out. They're heading back.
It reminds me so much of, like, the iconography of the Nine. Yeah, I thought there's this, like, giant rotating platform weird thing when you meet the emissary. It kind of looked like that to me. Which just gives me more questions about the 9, to be frank.
Hostiles incoming at the depot.
Look, I can only chuck so many large blackers in front of him, okay? Gonna need some grizzle, people. Gonna need to put some grizzle in it.
Lock and load. Your allies invading the other side.
No. I'm trying my best to collect motes over here. We're at like 60-something motes. Yeah. I'm trying my best to get my mote on. Trying to get sicko mote. Ah! Yes.
Your allies down, but they scored a kill.
Invade with the pick and roll. Young, family on sicko mote. If I was a collector, I'd be just...
Hostiles incoming at the cavern.
I wish I had collector armor for my hunter. I bet the rolls in Gambit are gonna be like determined by like an ornament or something you put on. But it won't affect your actual armor that you're wearing. It'll be something like you equip like onto your ghost. You know, something that'll assign you Invader, Collector, Reaper. Yeah. At least that's my assumption.
Bank and you'll summon a primeval. You want to win? That's
Yeah,
how.
because I noticed the way all of the ornaments look now. You know, and a lot of the ornaments seem like they're trying to be as unobtrusive as possible. Like the Festival of the Lost ornaments and the
All right, you can
the
still
Solstice
win this.
ornaments,
Burn
how you can
that
put them on any
primeval
piece
to
of
the
your
ground.
armor. Yeah, it seems like they just want you to be able to customize your
allies
armor rather
invaded.
than have to wear a completely different set of armor just to do this. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I did like my Gambit armor. I mean, damn. Can I have that as an ornament, though? But I am sad to see it go. I did like when you put on all of the armor and had it fully powered up, the Gambit snake on the armor would start to glow in the specific color of your roll. So Reapers would glow green, Collectors would glow white, etc. Yeah, it was cool. It was trade cool. Can you stop? What the fuck? Boop. Hey, Perseverance.
All right, feed your light to that primeval.
It's tough over there. Oh god.
Portals primed. Go make a mess.
Gonna have to work a little hard though. I'll try it. Ugh. Not really equipped for invading right now,
This
but
is
I'll
what
try.
the Taken feel. Revel in this. Ten seconds left.
Guardian down.
One down.
I only
Welcome
took one out.
back. Invaders out. You'll get them next time.
He got you. Yeah, just one. Get that fool. Get him.
All right. Feed your light to that primeval. Portal's ready. You gained the lead.
Did he jump through? Nobody jumped through? Fine, I'll jump through again.
You lost
No!
the lead.
Shit. I'm too
Embrace
late.
the darkness. Take out those guardians. That's the round. Opposing teams smashed their prime evils.
Salt kills. As soon as I came through, that life bar was like, no. My back, though. My back, though. My back. My back. I would love a rub of the back, actually. Just always putting the team on Expert Penguin's back, though. Why is the team always on Expert Penguin's back, though? The team is on my back, though. With a broken leg. I'm leaving. That's it. I'm out of here. Oh crap, I forgot I don't have to take my headset off. Oh, it's wireless. Oh, technology.
Ding, 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 ding. Cabal on the field. All leads to this. Dominus Gaul, Emperor Callus, their hides would make great chaps. Transmat prepped. Hey, hey, you're a dredgin'! Fight like one, sister! Hostiles inbound at the steps!
Guardian down.
escort you back to the. Oh, wonderful blockers. All right, let me lead in with the attack. Oof! It's a captain. Of course, it's a captain. Why wouldn't it be a captain? Give me a sec. You good over there? I mean, you know. Get it. They had some heavy nearby. Is that really it for our docket?
Hey, you're losing moats. Ice the blockers. Incoming wave at the drill.
You mean the worst of hot takes? Where he said, basically that, oh, well, if streamers are worried about getting DMCA'd for using music they don't own, then they should get ready to expect the same for the games they play on stream. What a weird, terrible hot take in general, because I don't know what he considers the purchase of a game, but last time I checked, purchase of a game was a license. Now, if he's talking about a license to stream it or monetize it, that's something else entirely, but it's kind of an unspoken rule in the EULA. Because if that were certainly against the end user license agreement that you purchase with every game you buy, something that the industry very much is in full control of, as we can see via software like PT, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, the Double Dragon HD remake for Xbox 360. Games are absolutely not completely owned by you, but are instead sold on limited license as to what you can do to them. It's why Bungie can sue Perfect Aim for illegally modifying the software to do things it's not supposed to do. Why? Because that's not part of the license you purchase when you buy Destiny 2. You don't buy the right to just cheat in it and degrade the experience for other users. So not only did that comment of his really just come off as incredibly tone deaf, but for someone who's supposed to be the creative director for Stadia, how does your knowledge just
Invader incoming.
how is it so narrow, so limited? Why? What a terrible hot take. To the point where he got ratioed the fuck out. I think it had 1,000. I think that post had 1,000 likes to like I think 9,000 something retweets.
Off the field.
To the point where Google had to come out and say, yeah, the thoughts and views of this dude don't necessarily reflect those of Google. Yeah. They had to give the corporate equivalent of, yeah, he's on his own with that opinion.
Yeah! High value target eliminated.
Oh, please do, because wow. He made a lot of people angry with that comment.
Your allies invading the other side. Do the Vanguard know you're this good? You should be running the place.
Oh, wow.
Your invaders back. No kills on either side.
Thank you.
Invader incoming.
Thank you. Thank you. Like, what a horrible us versus them statement to make. Like, what a bum ass, short-sighted ass, corny ass. Like, I was so annoyed when I read that. And to hear the condescending tone
Invaders
that he
off the
took
field.
with anybody who responded to him.
Portal is
Like,
gone.
oh yeah, it's only a matter of time before publishers decide. Like, no, publishers wouldn't do that. Because publishers can see the inherent value in letting people freely advertise their games.
Your
In most
allies
cases,
invading the other
especially
side.
now, they pay these content creators and streamers to promote their products. Like, are you seriously insinuating that a walled-off garden would have allowed people like Ninja and Shroud to promote Fortnite as much as they did and solidify its place as a popular game? Do you think the publishers of Among Us were going to go after all of the people
Your
who
allies
gave their
back
game a
with two
groundswell of,
tails under their
of popularity? Among Us, dear, Among Us has been out for over a year. Among Us did not just come out. It's been out for over a year, and this recent popularity boom is because of streamers and
Hostiles
people like
inbound to the steps.
Why? You're the creative director of Stadia? Well,
Portal's ready.
maybe. Someone told him it was still okay to try and dunk on gamers. No.
That's the round. Opposing teams smashed their
He's
prime.
the creative director of their gaming
You
platform.
came to fight today.
And then double down on it. Like, dude. You realize you're talking directly to your audience, right? Like, I know you were expecting a couple of, like, back pats from your colleagues and maybe other people, but... Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Well, it's part of it is an issue because what he's commenting on is very recently. A lot of streamers and streaming personalities, like, remember how a perfect example is my clip of me playing Iron Banner Mayhem. In that clip of me playing Iron Banner Mayhem, what's going on in it? Basically, I was playing To Pimp a Butterfly. I was playing Kendrick Lamar. I was playing Kendrick while I was playing it. So, like, the backdrop to all of that ass kickery. Thank you. Weird flex, but all right. The backdrop to that is humble. Very recently, streamers have been getting DMCA'd or copyright claimed due to the music that they play, that they've been playing on their streams. So, you know, there's been, you know, understandably, there's been a bit of an outcry, a bit of a, oh no, you know, if you don't want to get claimed, you know, go back through some of your archive footage and either private it or delete it so that you don't stand the risk of getting DMCA'd by companies running automated software. Because arguably the crux of a lot of streams and a lot of streamers and a lot of their content, you know, would, especially if they played multiplayer online games, were probably playing some kind of music or something in the background. That I can see why, understandably.
Ding, ding, ding,
If UMG
ding,
was feeling
ding.
particularly greedy, they could just smack a bunch of people. with
Bring a
things.
sword.
But I think
You ready
that's
to
what
fight?
he's commenting on. Like that
You need
in
a
particular.
weapon? You can pull a bone right out of
The
the
fact
hide.
that there's been a bit of a freak out that no
Sharp and
one has had to really address or think about before. Because it didn't happen before. No companies weren't claiming people for the music they played on their streams. But now a few music
you're a
companies are doing
dredgen.
that.
Fight like one,
Which-
sister.
Really the only response to is, well,
Hostiles
I
incoming
guess I'm not
at
doing
command.
this anymore. You know? Just don't play licensed music on your stream. You're the main draw of your stream anyway as a streamer. The music, if anything, was just a convenient... You know, it's not like anybody ever went to view somebody's stream because, man, you know, I really like their stream because they play Aerial Tank. Like, no. It's a very easy fix. I mean, for a lot of streamers, that meant, like, going back into a lot of archives and maybe deleting or muting a lot of footage. But that's really all it was. But in response to that, to look at that and say, yeah, well, you better get ready for that to happen to the games, too, because you don't have the license to do that either. It's like... Butt. You butthead. Why? Don't do that. Unlike the music that
Incoming
people are
hostiles
streaming,
at the rig.
I feel, and again, you absolutely do pay for your license, and it's not something that's exactly, it's not something that's
Small
exactly
blocker
listed
to
as
the other
taboo
side.
in the EULA. So, are you trying to suggest that publishers start doing this and kneecap their game's growth and development? That's a really... Yes. I would go so far to say that it has saved games that would not have thrived otherwise without streaming. Like I said, Among Us has been out for over a year now. Okay? Its groundswell of popularity is entirely, you know, thanks to streaming. And especially, I mean, fuck, AOC streamed Among Us for the... Why am I even doing this? Like a day after AOC done broke Twitch records by having 435,000 viewers on her stream. Why would you come out and say something so silly? Like, the vote is getting out there because of streaming. You stop that. Getting the vote out there.
Got eyes on a high-value target. Track it down.
That just shows you the power of these
Portal is
platforms.
primed. Lock and load.
Now imagine if you slapped a bunch of restrictions on it. Are you trying to kill it like a Vine meme? When are people gonna realize that, you know... Gosh darn it. When are people gonna realize that in thinking of their dollar first, thinking of the profit first, they potentially lock themselves out of what is invaluable levels of PR and relevance. Look, I just, like I said, that single-handedly is what killed Vine memes. But, well, he can't say damn Daniel. Only damn Daniel can say damn Daniel.
Hostiles incoming
There goes
at
that
the
meme.
burrow.
Right? Like, I Hate Everything didn't have to make a video on damn Daniel, which, even if it was, you know, very sardonic and critical of the meme, nevertheless spread its reach and informed people about it, its origins, where it came from, how popular it was. The knucklehead that originally made that meme couldn't pay for that kind of publicity. mean, shit. It even... Right? When they just can't stand how much your meme has spread into the public consciousness. Like, just the fact that it has is why this content exists.
Guardian down.
I realize I realize I have been
Large blocker to the other
bamboozled
side.
into a bunch of
Jackson
Gambit.
Never let you do that.
This is like the third Gambit we're playing. I see you, sneaky ass. Nah, it's alright. If this was Among Us, you'd be the imposter. Yup. That's you. Like, alright, who brought the Gambit in here? It was Gabriel. We were doing optometry and then she just brought all this Gambit.
Guardian down.
It's all good, dude. I see you out here doing
Mode,
nothing.
sister. Whack the blockers.
Oh, yeah, bad hot take. Sir, truly, I don't want you to fail as a human being, but I hope that this small episode just taught you a little bit about your audience,
Medium blocker outbound.
and hopefully the next time you address them, it'll be with, you know, a little bit more tact. You know? Like, that's just bad PR. It's that, like, what you said didn't just affect you.
Bank and
You
you'll
had the
summon a
whole of
primeval.
Google coming
You wanna
out going,
win?
wait,
That's how.
wait. No.
Hostiles incoming at command.
Like, how are we gonna crack this 94% market share with you out here telling people that they should be happy that they get to stream their games because they should be charging you for it?
You're close. Fill the bank, you get a primeval. Your allies invading the other side.
Guardian down.
I'm just gonna come get you, man.
Bank and you'll summon a primeval. You want to win? That's how. You're close.
like, huh?
Fill the bank, you get a primeval.
Wow, we have 99 motes. I'm about
Your
to deposit
allies
15.
back. One
That's
kill.
hilarious.
Primeval's up.
No, a
Minute to
large
win.
blocker off
You
of one
sent
more
a
mote.
large blocker to the other side. Don't tell the Vanguard. Portal's ready.
I've got this wonderful montage of me using the world line 0 on invaders. Yeah, I gotta cut it together. It's hysterical. Like, people invaded and got temporarily yeeted off the map. Just... That is a really fun invasion sword.
Invader on the field. Careful.
Like, when I say they got yeeted, they got yeeted. Oh, I see him.
Your light readings off the charts. Tear the primeval to pieces.
Get off my map.
Invader down. Your ally's a hero.
Get your rock off my map. Okay, that was a risk I wanted to take. It's all good. I got my taken armaments on. So. Sucks that they're only gonna work in the last Wish raid, though. Well, taken armaments are only going to, yeah. Hive armaments and fallen armaments are being done away with, but taken armaments will still be around.
Invader
They'll
on the
only work in
field.
last.
Careful.
Which is why I said to Daniel and I said to people like him, who were just, you know, really just mad about the, what the fuck? Yeah, which is why I said to Daniel and people like him that were really mad about it, like, I have a feeling they're just going to re-equip that. Get out of here! He blew himself up. Okay. I think they're gonna add it back. I think it'll come back not as a mod, but rather as an aspect or a fragment. Because to me, taking armaments, Hive armaments, those things always felt like passive abilities to me. Not like a mod that you equip. You know, like enhanced sword scavenger. Like those feel like mods, weapon modifications. Taking armaments, Hive armaments always felt like passive abilities to me. So I feel like if they're gonna come back in any form, it'll probably come back that way. Which wouldn't be out of the ordinary. It'd actually be pretty cool. So I say don't rule it out. I mean, there's a cool ass perk and hard to get, but maybe it'll come back. You know? We haven't seen the full potential of aspects and fragments and what that's gonna mean for customizing your powers and whatnot. They'll be able to add a lot to it.
You've weaponized your life.
Oh wow, you're like in the you're in the spot. Why are you here? Who told you to do this? Boss character, what are you doing? Why are you why are you in the spot? Get out of here, you heathen!
Invaders here.
I just used all of my sword ammo. All of it. I just used all of my sword ammo on him. You blew me up.
Guardian down.
Get off my map, you heathen!
Invaders gone. Get them next time.
Alright. Don't kill me, please. They're having a party.
Guardian down.
They're having a block party. Hey! Great mind, great mind. Block party. Alright, enough of this. Get him!
Pick up some supercharged light and feed it to that primeval. Watch your back. Invader incoming.
He stepped on me. I don't see the invader. Oh yeah, I see him. You see him, right? He's in the crusty booger area.
Invaders gone. Get them next time.
He did. That's hilarious. This giant ass helmet, I swear. Like, I almost wanted to. I was gonna try and masterwork it, but I was afraid that what happened to the helmets last year was gonna happen to this one, and I didn't want to do it. And I don't know if you remember last year. When Festival of the Lost was over, the helmet's power basically dropped to 0.
All right. Supercharge your light and let that primeval happen.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do that this year because of the way they let you upgrade it, but I was afraid to masterwork it. I was like, I don't want to use a shard on this
Sister,
thing.
you've got
Nice.
some moves.
I didn't want to like spend a shard on it and then have the game be like, well, can't use it anymore. Festival's over. It's like, why not? I want to masquerade during the year.
Gambit don't
Why
scare
can't
you.
I
Crime
go
don't
into a
scare you.
cutscene
I like your
with a
style,
spider head on?
Sister, you're nuts.
and a pyramid in the background? Like, Ikora's existential crisis is so much more potent with a pyramid in the background. He's like, what good is a resistance when you're the only one who would live? And there's like a giant pyramid just sitting there like, hey guys. I think you have bigger problems. Oh! I didn't send you this. I was gonna send you this. So we gonna act like this wasn't in the story trailer. Those not viewing at home. We gonna act like that's not a Pyramidian on Europa. We gonna act like that wasn't in the trailer. Do you see your phone? We just gonna act like that wasn't in. There's not an ice-covered Pyramidian in the trailer. I'm just saying, those are Vex. Those are Vex on Europa. Pyramids everywhere. Pyramid effigies. Just living rent free on Europa. Oh, the implications. You made no progress with what? Okay. Okay. What? Okay. Mm-hmm. Were you using your submachine gun the entire time? Were you Mm-hmm. Were you ensuring what? Were you ensuring multi-kill greatness by using a submachine gun like the Risk Runner? Why would you not use the submachine gun that conducts arc energy and spreads to other enemies simultaneously, ensuring multiple kills at once? Or, I mean, even the, what's it called? Even the Huckleberry, because the Huckleberry refills after kills, so you just be like running through a crowd of enemies like... I do have a Huckleberry on deck. I mean, I'm right here. I can go for some more optometry. I'm gonna go to IO. I can read you the deep lore behind a ship that I got called Asher Mears One-Way Ticket. Yeah. I got a drop. I think it was from the Eververse. a ship called Asher Mir's One-Way Ticket. It's got some interesting lore on it. You ready for this? It says, it is possible to mathematically predict the cadence of death and resurrection in every firefight, regardless of combatant composition. Excuse me. That's Asher Mir. So, it says, Asher Mir loathes patrol duty. Zavala thinks about respect. So Zavala thinks it's because of the recruits who swarmed Echo Mesa in the wake of the Red War. They jeer at Asher over the radio and meet his impatient condescension with brash challenges. Come say that to my face. But Zavala is wrong. Cade thinks about his free time, so Cade thinks it's because Asher has better things to do. Why support a supply chain when you're dying of Vex flu? Sure, it's not really flu. That's not the point. The guy's dying. But Cade is wrong. Ikora used to be wrong too. But now Ikora thinks about death. She knows Asher has not died since he was transformed. She knows what it is to sit paralyzed beside a radio, full of jealous fear, listening to a battle that you cannot join. They could bring him every jump ship in the system, she thinks, and he'd never leave the rupture. This music indicates to me that we are still floating here. What is going on? You were. I'm like, the vocals have kicked in. What's going on here? But yeah, how about that? How about that? They could bring him every jump ship in the system and he'd never leave the rupture. This was a foregone conclusion. And the detail that Asher hasn't died since he was transformed. What? You knew this too? Everybody just sitting on this sitting on these secrets? Crazy. Yeah, because Kate is wrong. Whoa. Yeah. Wait, let me check the let me look at the symbol on this thing. This is... Where's this ship from? Oh, wow. Yeah. This ship is from Curse of Osiris. That's a ways back. It is. I guess the fact that, you know, something as infinitely expansive and interesting as the Infinite Forest, if that wasn't enough to get Asher from his post, then nothing would be, right? And I still say, see, like, look, stand right where I'm standing. Okay? Now, look over at the pyramid. Right? Now, slowly scroll your way over to the left and look at the Pyramidion. You see what I mean? Yeah, like, you see what I mean? Like, optically, it's like... I don't know why that never hit me until now. Like, if the Fallen or love building servitors as round effigies representing the Traveler, then the Vex seem to be very adept at crafting these giant pyramid-like structures. And they've made several of them. There's one on Mars. There's one on... Yeah, there's one on Mars. There's one on Io. There's apparently one on Europa. Oh, there's one on Venus. Can't forget Venus. No. Is it just in the base desire to create, you know, a perfect, I guess, a completely perfect symmetrical system, or let's fast travel to the rupture. The first one is in the Aphix Conduit Lost Sector. Mm-hmm. The eye is in the ceiling of the Aphix Conduit. Man, I'm gonna miss this planet. I know in my more cynical times, and I cannot be blamed for this because Bungie had me crazy cynical, you know, post-launch. I did call this Aqua Venus. Yeah, it just, yeah, very aesthetically and just, yeah, it really gave me that Aqua Venus vibe. It's so weird though, now that I'm about to lose it. There's so many things about it that just kind of fascinate me in small ways.
Any word from the reef?
You know,
Science waits for no one.
giant, awesome, giant, crazy pyramid, you know, in the skybox
If
notwithstanding.
you must. Yes.
Like,
we are
that
done.
pyramid is a seriously striking image, and I feel like it's weird. It's so weird. I feel like the further you get away from it, the larger it looks. Just the... Right? Is it just me? Is it just me? I think it's scary. And, you know, there's pyramid scales flying all over the place out here, too, so... I'm so surprised that pyramid... I always thought that pyramid scales would be like a visual indicator of how far gone a planet was, so I totally expected pyramid scales to pop up on Titan and on Mercury, you know, as things progressed, but... Nah, it just seemed like Io got the bulk of them. And damn, pyramid scales are effing huge. So again, to scale, pyramids are like what? Equation vermin? It's so fascinating. Some of them have found their way back to him. Or it. You see where I am? I'm gonna go too far ahead. Hello, broom cheeks. Yeah? I did. I did. Like I predicted, it is in the Bright Dust shop for 2,500 Bright Dust, dear. Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's head to that conduit. Vexen taken, I having like a battle royale there. Nah, I think we're good. Should be right this way. It has a cat on the end of it. You know, I had to cash in them weeklies. Well, I still had Bright Dust left over from the emote I didn't get. I missed my lantern. Get my lantern. It's alright. So, the explanation is, reach the boss, then turn around and look at the ceiling to find said eyeball. Oh, for the love of Hydra. Hell Hydra. Boop. Yeah, there's like blights down here. Whoa. There's lost spirits out here. Like the ones from the moon? Am I the only person that noticed that? Do you see that? Yeah, look up at that hole in the ceiling. Good gravy. Love it when the weird, undefined implications from Shadow Keeps just start paying off. Because all of that moon creepiness, we totally left that behind. You're keeping that in the pocket. Alright. Oh, nice. You took out all the nightmares. Okay, so. Boss. Turn around. Look up. Yep, there it is. Oh my gosh, I did it again. I did not. But this is not, you know, prophecy or... Oh my gosh. It has no ammo. It has no ammo. It's not cool. Why would you do this to black people? I'm black! You know what? You're seeing your ammo. Let me see. Anything? Nope. Nope, nothing here. Nope, nothing here. What if I destroy this blight? Maybe this blight has ammo. The blight doesn't have ammo in it. Ah! I mean, it's a blight. Why would it be carrying ammunition? That was just like a Hail Mary. Well, if you stay there for a second, I'm just gonna run out and get some ammo. I mean, because if you stay there, then I won't. I don't think it will. Then I won't have to fight like Callus's menagerie just to get back in. See, there's a taken right out here. Hello, sir. Are you carrying any ammunition? No, you know, none of you. They're like, but we got heavy ammo. Like, when I need heavy ammo, it's nowhere to be found. All of a sudden, I'm trying to be ruinous with my effigies. Suddenly, you know, heavy ammo is just scarce. It's more scarce than the original YouTube drama news cycle. Nobody remembers scarce. Nope. Yeah. You don't remember that at the beginning of YouTube drama becoming an actual part of the website culture? We had 2 channels. We had Drama Alert with Keemstar and Scarce. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here. Oh my god. Yeah, that was like how he would start every single video. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here. And one of his episodes when he was talking about he was hating something. Grade A under A, like promoted Scarce. Yeah, it was a thing back in the day. Okay, we're just gonna. I think yes. I think it's absolutely crazy for one, and I think two. The absolute potential of YouTube really wasn't fully realized, but people should have really, I think in the moment, people should have really seen that not as something to get away from the site or kind of eradicate, but something that showed what a powerful cultural force YouTube was becoming. Because just the fact that the YouTube culture had a need or a requirement for channels that specifically report on things like quote-unquote drama within the community, I think is significant in and of itself. To think that YouTube had spawned a culture that essentially had its own tabloids, like that's something I feel like not something you should embrace because drama good, but just something to embrace as like, wow, you know, this is really growing beyond what we thought possible. Got it. Excavation site 2. Giant's Garters. But yeah, I still feel that way, to be honest. I feel like harnessing what makes YouTube special is integral to the site really thriving, instead of just being an extension of old media. It's really its own media. I agree. I agree. I found like the New York Times article on Anthony Fantano to be both very interesting and slightly condescending. It's always like derisive, like, oh yeah, well, this is cool. Like, you know, kind of like, I felt that the minute I read the headline, which was like, oh, like the most important, like, music critic if you're under 25. And I'm like, exactly, when, I mean, just a stop by his channel is like, wow. Which is crazy because his brand and dear, are you coming? Are you just looking at the sky? What are you doing? Oh. Because I feel like, one, I would dare anyone to please name another music critic. Just off the top of your head, just name another music critic. No? You can't? That's the point. There's a the man is probably the most popular and the most, like, culturally relevant music critic there is. Because as far as a medium and an art form, like, music critique isn't exactly something that's held in high regard or has individuals that you can pick out by name. But he is. He's that person. Yes. Like the... No. Oh, shoot. Other direction. Ew. That's so gross. Like, oh, excuse us. And I'm like, and again, his let me just turn up my nose derisively. Like, why would you do that? Like, not only do I find his style of music criticism very engaging and refreshing, but it's so nuanced and so detailed in the way he chooses to do it. It's like what I said yesterday about his rap reviews and the way, like, his reviews in rap music and the way people tend to respond to them. He is so he tackles every aspect of, you know, I think, I personally, like, what you should consider when looking at or examining a body of work. You know, he takes into consideration themes, context, production, assembly, lyrical content. You know, if it's not rap, or if it's something like something played by a band, instrumentation, everything. And because of the way YouTube's copyright system works, or because of the way the DMCA has treated, you know, reusing pieces of media, even if it's within the bounds of fair use, he's got this very unique terminology that he uses to describe how music sounds and, like, the effect that it has in a way that I don't think any other music critic does. And for me in particular, it definitely changed the way I listen to and perceive music in a good way. Like, things that I never used to consider when listening to music, I now consider because of the way he structures his reviews. And yes, because he is heavily ingrained in internet culture, there are a lot of memes and, you know, a lot of crazy people and a lot of weird off-kilter jokes that surround his content and his comments from his audience. But I think that's part of the charm, one. And given the way music has mostly moved to the internet, in the internet space, he could not have put himself in a better position to do something like this. Thank you. I mean, yes, those things go hand in hand. The funniest thing about that is that organically came out of nowhere. People just started kind of picking up. Like, he didn't do it on purpose, which I think was the funniest thing about it. He didn't do that on purpose. It's just people. Oh, there it is. I see it. People kind of just picked up on the fact that whenever he tended to review something favorably, he was just wearing that yellow flannel, to the point where people just started picking up on it, like, oh my gosh, he's got the yellow flannel. To where it turned into its own thing. And as a visual indicator of the kind of review you're about to walk into, I can't think of a better way to do something like that. You know, when you look at the thumbnail going in, you kind of know right away whether or not, you know, the review was favorable or not. I thought that's really funny. Like on the thumbnail for Igor, he's wearing the yellow flannel. I'm like, oh god, I gotta get down on this. And, you know, he's reviewing a Nav album. Usually got the red one on. The red. He is still the only... He is the only artist in the Needle Drop's entire history, boo, that has received 3 not goods. I don't think he should come out with another album because I'm not sure what another, or he better step his game up because I'm not entirely sure what 4 not goods will do to the fabric of the universe. You see, we got 3 not goods and we've already got like a global pandemic. We elected a Cheeto. Like, I don't know what another not good is gonna do to us. The space-time continuum is clearly buckling. Like, Nav, please. Nav. You gotta step it up, man. Not even Metro Boomin could save this man. He has an album with Metro Boomin called Perfect Timing, and he's still nabbed out. Well, no, he does, but I'm saying he had a collaborative album with Metro Boomin called Perfect Timing, and he's still nabbed out all over it. Like, you can't de-nav the Nav. Nav was on Astro World, and he was still Nav. Even Travis Scott can't keep him from the Nav. Giant Scar. Even Travis Scott can't keep him from nabbing. Like, right at the 2-minute mark in Yosemite. It's like... And I'm like, I can't even hear you. And at the same time, I can hear you. Like, yep, that sounds like Nav. Down a hallway. through 2 cups connected with a cord. Does it say the drill? Look up on the leg north. You'll find the eye between the metal on top of the leg. In the metal right on top of the leg. Okay. Yo, the obscurity. Wait a minute. Oh, hey, I hear the music again. Remember the music that's like... Oh, I see it. It's right here. Remember the Rasputin thingy that's making the Vex freak out? Yeah, it's playing music right now, and the Vex are freaking out. See? They're like, what is this? You playing that beef oven. You had to go and mess with it. Yeah, because you're not doing that mission, boo. Of course nothing's happening. Yep, right over here. Right in the joint. Savathun, your eye is not safe. Lost Oasis. Wedged between the rocks. Floating over a small platform. We got this. Have we exhausted the crab docket? It is rock. Did you just like laugh out loud in a Need for Speed Most Wanted context? Are you just unable to hear the word rock from now? Did rock just take rocks away? Just ruin rocks forever? That is the funniest thing ever. Like, you have just not been able to look at rocks the same way ever since. I think it was. I think it was. I think it was actually... No. Yeah, no, I think it was 2005. Because 2006 is when it came out for 360. Because I know that's when I finally played it. You're such a goof. So I know you're just... I know you're totally there for the remake. I mean, can't wait to play it in 60 frames. It is. No. Oh, yeah. It was. What was his name? Will you stop trolling me, please? Can you stop? Oh, God. No, don't. Oh, God. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, God. Whatever intern that was who submitted his iPod playlist that day, just bless his soul. Bless his soul, for he did not know what he was unleashing upon Need for Speed. That day, he had no idea what he was truly unleashing upon Need for Speed. Okay, Boot, so I'm thinking, I can't see this because I think I have it, but I'm pretty sure if you can see it, it'd be right over here. Yeah? Little alcove over here, floating. Should be right over there. That might be the one I had that was on you. If you don't have this one, then... Oh, you don't see it? Like floating right over there? Look, yeah. If you don't, it should be... It looks like it should be floating right over here. Crab Nebula. Alright. Lost oasis in the tree. North of the spine burrows, there be a tree in the gulch. The eye is on top of the tree. Yeah, we're right next to the spine burrows, so I'm pretty sure it means this tree we're standing on. And it says the eye is on top of the tree, but not on top as in on top like up there. Looks like it's tangled up in some branches. So potentially up here. I think this chief guy has the same idea we do. See anything? What was that noise? That absolutely means something. I'll grill you later. Like, I heard that. Your headset's too good. Let's see. Okay, so right above the word spine burrows, which looks like it's in this tree over here. I'm from Brooklyn. I know my trees, okay? Oh, hello there. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. Maybe further this way. The roots look particularly tangled where the eye is located. Ah! I'm okay. I'm alive. gonna fall down the same hole. Stop that. See anything? Tangled up in the roots? Well, I want to be absolutely sure. Be absolutely certain that I'm not potentially leaving an eye on the table. What the hell is shooting at me? It says it's on top of the tree, which gives me pause. Some branches. I don't think I was in the right place. I'm gonna keep looking. Like it looks like an especially tangled up set of branches. If that's helpful. It looks like an especially tangled up set of, it's definitely this tree that we're on. But it looks like it's really tangled up. It's like nestled in between a bunch of branches. Yeah, what? Yeah. Yeah, because I was going to say, I mean, even if you saw it, you definitely didn't have the effigy at that point. But yeah, I see what you mean. Like, it looks like the side of the tree that's kind of embedded in a bunch of rocks. Because what I'm seeing in the background of this screenshot is a cliffside. So it has to be a side that's facing, you know, these little rock ridges. Like over here? Is this the tree? Ah. Yeah, maybe is this the side? The only thing I can think is, like, it looks like a mustache. It kind of does, yeah. It kind of looks like a mustache. Like the part of the part of the rock wall that the tree is going into, yeah, kind of resembles like a dignified Pringles mustache. I'm getting mustache vibes. I'm also hitting an invisible wall. Shout outs to invisible walls. All right. Oh. Wait. Is this it? Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. Well, are you looking? Did you find the spot? Because I'm not trying to assume that I found it without finding the exact spot the way it looks in the screenshot. So I'm trying to crab on these visual identifiers, like, you know, the fact that there seems to be like a tree above it, and it looks like it's embedded in a rock wall. Like, I'm trying to give you these visual indicators. I feel like you're just floating around in circles and you're not really looking. You're just waiting for me to say it. I feel like you're doing that. Are you doing that? What? What's up? Because friendly fire is in Destiny. Well, it looks like it's above the word burrows in spine burrows. And pointed that way. So it's definitely this tree. Maybe it's on the opposite side of where I'm standing right now. Let's try that. Let's try to go all the way around this tree. Oh god. Oh god. Death. Man, I gotta tell you, man. All the fall damage that I think is supposed to be killing me is just not killing me. Alright. Okay, there is a rock wall back here. Yeah. Oh, I see some tokens. What up, tokens? That's so weird. Like, even canonically, the fact that the Whisper of the Worm quest occurs here is so intriguing. Like, maybe instead of running in there and doing it for you, you and I can run in next time and do the Whisper quest together. So you can actually see what goes on in that mission. Like, there's a portion of the mission where you're just running, and then you hear Zol's voice. He's like, "You will drown in the deep." Yeah, like, Zol starts talking to you in the middle of the Whisper mission. I mean, you don't know, do you, do you, dear? You don't know, do you? You don't know. Oh, okay, why is the weapon called the Whisper of the Worm? Kind of, yeah. But yeah, basically, yeah. It's Zol using the sword logic to survive as a weapon. The same way you turned Oryx's daughters and himself into the Touch of Malice. Yeah, it's Zol basically achieving some immortality somewhat by being turned into a weapon via the sword logic. Which is why it goes from being the Black Spindle to being the Whisper of the Worm. Yeah, dear, I think we might have gotten this one. I mean, I don't want to give it up, but I'm standing where it should be. Yeah. You notice we both said the same thing, but we ain't standing in the same place, right? Like, why you want to do that to me? Girl, why you want to do that to me? Yar. You got the mustache logic? I feel you. Thank you for being thorough. Alright, well then. We did the tree logic. That's the tree logic right there. Thank you. Alright. In the rupture? Bones? Look up from where Asher stands? Really? Listen, just because you're a beast, okay? Does not mean the rest of us lowly peon gamers are on your level. You out here just collecting eyeballs from the bones. They ate the bones. Oh yeah, are you sure they're not eating the bones?
Speak or move on.
You sure? See what happened last time under your watch. The racism is spreading now. That picture is hilarious. Okay, yeah, I'm standing up here. Like, I'm literally up here. I think we got this eye. There's another one on the cliffs of the rupture, which is... Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I see it. Well, I don't see it, but I see where they want us to go. It's right outside the Lost Sector. Remember when we went to the Alton Dynamo? It's right down there. See, I like that we could close out with a hunt. Yeah, it's a good hunt. Well, Savathun, okay. Savathun's ocular fortitude is it's quite the thing to behold. That's exactly what I'm calling it. He's got that ocular fortitude, yes. Alright, a little bit to the left. Hello, you. Ooh, look at this. What's this? Never been in here. Have I been in here? Ooh, it's a tunnel. It's a pyramid tunnel. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at all that. Hey. You know, I think I got this by accident. I'm pretty sure I got this one, but I did it by accident. But I don't think you might have, so... Let me just double check this map. Yeah, alright. Where they at, though? Excuse me. Where they at? Okay, see, now you just done like 5 different beats. It's the hot nigga beat. Stop it. Why are you putting so many beats into it? Jalil Beats is not pleased. Took me years before I realized that's what it was saying. Jalil Beats. I thought it was Jungle Beats. I'm black. I thought it was Jungle Beats. That's what it sounded like. How was I supposed to know it was actually Jalil Beats? So can y'all chill with the blight? Here, help me. I'm being bullied by blights. I'm being bullied by the Taken. Oh yeah, I forgot. Transmutation spheres heal you inside of blights. I remember when I discovered that. You don't remember that? When I was doing the Whisper and I realized that if you use the Transmutation Sphere's L attack inside of a Blight, it actually heals you. Instead of taking away your health, it heals. Ow. We kind of have to kill this thing. I'm not just being... Wow, where did it even respawn me? I'm not trying to be facetious. We do kind of have to kill this thing because it's in our way. Oop.
Guardian down.
Jeez. Okay. So, from here, you should see it embedded in the Pyramidion. You see it? Alright. You got it? Old and busted. New hotness. Alright. Sanctum of Bones. Embedded in a fossil. As soon as you get in there. So, fast travel to Lost Oasis. We're gonna go south. We're gonna run in there quick, get the eye, get out. Don't even gotta finish it. Is the topical board of topics exhausted? That Tom Holland put out a picture of himself as Nathan Drake so good, I swore upon first glance that it had to be Photoshopped. Because that was my initial reaction to that. I was like, wait a minute. I see the pixels. I was like, I mean, this is a damn good shoot, but who shoot this? And then I sourced it to Sony Pictures. And then I sourced it to their Facebook. And then I sourced it to their Twitter. And then I was like, oh, this isn't fake. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. You know, I had one of those moments. I had one of those wow kind of moments where I just could not believe what I was seeing, because that's wow. Tom Holland. Yeah. Well, I noticed, because I remember he had been cast as, you know, as young Drizzy. So that wasn't a surprise to me as much as, I mean, just how darn good, even in a pre-production state, that looked. That's what kind of threw me for a loop. The fact that it looked that good. Like all the shots. And even what's his name is in it. Look, what was that, Littlefinger? Yes. Mark Wahlberg is indeed in it. And Antonio Banderas. He is? He's Sully? Wow. Wow, okay. Would not have guessed that. Yeah, we're going the right way. I just wanted to make sure. I would not have guessed that. I totally thought he was going to be someone else. Hey. I'm not against it. Walk into the lost sector, up the ramp, turn around, and look at the wall. Go on. That is indeed Tom Holland. You know, he's been so good at playing a 15-year-old, we forget that, you know, he's like in his late 20s. You know, previously he's been using his Peter Parker voice everywhere. It'll be interesting to see what kind of affectation he uses for Drake. If he uses a different one at all, which I think he kind of should, but you know, it depends. I'm always open, always happy to see. Just letting all the British actors just take all the jobs. There it is. Zeep, zeep, zeep. Yeet, yeet, yeet. People want to talk about Big Brother. Okay, Savathun is always watching. Okay. Lost Oasis, Terror Base Charon. Oh, I love that place. That is unfortunately, even though IO is pretty big, and I think it's been very well used over the past few years, Terror Base Charon has barely been used. Aside from I think one mission where Ikora explains to you, like, look, Guardian, like the light from the Traveler was so deeply embedded in the planet that those cracks in the ground that you see coming out, like those cracks that you see coming out of the ground, are pure light just bursting through the planet's surface. And in hindsight, I was just thinking this the other day. Remember when Zavala says, you know, weapons that utilize the Guardian's light are nothing new? I wonder if he was... Wait, is this the right way? No, that's not the right way. Sorry, this way. I wonder if he was talking about his gun. You know, the Traveler's Chosen. Because that's what the Traveler's Chosen does. You know, it takes, you know, its perk is gathering light. You absorb the light that the weapon starts to hold into yourself in order to supercharge your abilities. You'll see the eye immediately sitting in a sunken area behind a rock pillar. Behind a rock pillar. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. So from the screenshot, I'm seeing the rock pillar's definitely in the area, so we should walk in a little bit. Sunken area. That's so weird. As far as the Terra base and the Chiron, you should be sitting strategically on top of the... I think I might have gotten it. I think I might have gotten this already, but I'm gonna double check. Yeah, I think I got it personally, but like I might have just come in here on a lark and just found it by accident. But if it's... Yeah, see, alright, see, here's a sunken area. Oh, there's something to investigate down here. Check this out.
This is sending out some kind of resonant
Whoa!
signal. The same syllables over and over. Sa, va, thu.
What? Well. Right? Right? Like, Savathun? So about that. Yes. Yeah, the eye should be right here, actually. In between, this is the rock pillar right here. So if you don't see an eye right here, you already got it. Nice. And the last one. It's in a wraith cave. the F? Sorry, I have to re-click on this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jump up into the Wraith Mines. Follow the path until you reach the first. Oh, okay, so good. It's on the way. We're already in the right place. We just have to go forward into the Wraith Mines. Follow the path until you reach the first open dark area. Turn right, and you will be eyeballed. I'm gonna turn you into a basketball. Watch. Oop. Everybody come slam now. Here come through the stage jam. Oh wait, oh, here it comes, here it comes. Raise your hand in the air if you feel fine. We're gonna take it into overtime. Welcome to Alright, alright, alright. Man, I was obsessed with that song. Come on in. Oh, wow. Glad you were out of the way before I dunked that beast. Alright. So, when we come... Look at all of this area. Look at all this unused area. Like, we only went here once. Can you believe that? This is also... What? Hell yeah. Like, this is gorgeous. Very lived in. Wait a darn cotton picket. Did I get turned around? We are not in the Wraith Mines. We have popped out of the other side, actually. We are not in the Wraith Mines. Alright, let us broom this way. I think I know what we're looking for is. Where we're looking what for is. But brain fart. Sorry. It's a place you have to jump up into, as a matter of fact, so. Clearly we're in the right place. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna follow the blights. I think the blights. I think it's this up here, yep. I'm gonna follow the blights. Not gonna touch the blights, but I'm just gonna follow them. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's this way. I feel like there's a wraith in a mine. Just waiting to be... Oh my goodness. Okay, there you are. You're floofing. Doing that floof thing. Floof gang, kick it like it's Wu-Tang. What? Yo, my brain is killing me right now. What do you mean Warmind Vault? It's a locked Warmind Vault at that. Okay. Okay. So, if this is south, then directly north. I like to elect for an open map. Just like a GTA style map. Can I have one of those? Oh, we gotta follow the other blight. I forgot that there was a Warmind Vault on IO. How did I forget that? Yeah. Okay, this is definitely the Wraith Mine. I mean it this time. This is definitely it. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, so in the first wide open dark area, all we have to do is turn right, and there should be an up. There it is. Yeah, this is where we did that mission before we got the Traveler's Chosen. So we turn right, and the eye should be right there, which means I think we got this one. What up, Tookens? Yeah, 'cause it's right outside the entrance. Or it should be, yeah, it's right there. So I think that means we have every eye. Oh. An eye. Because of the... you know what? Just gonna immerse myself in this Taken cave. All right, so that is I think that is a full eye exam. I think we achieved eye greatness. Mm-hmm. Yep. 30, so that's 33 out of 50 eyes for you, dear. Oh, I think I know where that one extra eye I have over you is from. It's from Prophecy. It's from the Prophecy dungeon. Because I did get one of them. Alright. So that's 2 there, 4 there. So on the next. You do? So we both have 34 now. Let's go. All right, so yeah. I think the next time we fly through here, we can definitely hit the one place we didn't hit. We'll hit Titan. Or actually, we'll start by hitting the Whisper. Since there's only 2 that we need to get in there. Alright. Oh, I examined this thing. You want to take us back to the tower? That is a successful eye exam right there. I love it. Love it. Love it. Well done. Wonderful adventuring with you. Always nice to soak in the unending dedication of the Bungie art team. Their commitment to attention to detail seems to always eventually pay off. They're like, if you guys don't design a quest or something that makes people explore this place, I swear, that grizzle I put on the left side of the Pyramidion, that extra little bit of grizzle that nobody noticed, you better hide something there, like an eyeball or something. But how about that taken goo on the floor that's just saying Savathun over and over? Every time we run into something like that, I'm like, how did we miss this?
I've got this.
My programming tells me. Very nicely.
So you mean to tell me that they gave us these Zavala deeds just so we could just keep raising our eyebrow every time we look at him for like the equivalent of like 2 to 3 seasons. I'm gonna just be raising my eyebrow at Zavala. Like, what about that rot though?
That would make it easier.
You're right. You're probably right.
Hi there.
Like with Riven and The Last Wish, and I feel like a lot of that is coming to a head, because like Riven and The Last Wish and all of that definitely tie into Savathun's plan, because that's when we started reading about her in the lore, right?
Done.
Really? Really?
Transfer.
Yeah. Wasn't I thought that was Riven. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. And then the Last Wish raid kind of ties a lot of that together too, because you end up fighting and killing Riven directly and taking out her heart. Okay. Yeah. We had no idea that we were wishing so hard. That's so true. Oh my gosh. We are only pawns in this evil game. Well, I think that's a fantastic note to end tonight's show on. Good Lord. The life of a guardian. It's like I said in my rap, you know, sometimes we can be just so hungry for power, hungry to defeat the next threat, that we have no idea what's going on in the background. You know, we're only concerned with the next cap. You gotta start looking around. Like the darkness and Ahamkaras. Ahamkaras.
Need something new? Eververse has it.
We are. We are. Maybe sometime
Back from the hunt, I see.
over the Wakand, we can run around and do some eyeballing. So that maybe, yeah. So maybe on Monday, I think we can try and run through the prophecy dungeon. Find an experienced soul. Find our way through it. I think it's possible. We'll bring our effigies and leave them equipped in the second slot. I'm definitely looking forward to it, though. But until then, I think this will
This war is a
conclude
common-
episode 174. 174 of the Expert Playlist. Thank you for watching.
I'd live to see the dark.
I'm going to leave it to the best co-host in the game to see us off.
No, it couldn't possibly be that simple. Could it?
BCITG. Take it away.
Carlos, help me through this.
This is art. This is Yo.
Paris must understand.
You
that
heard
we're
the lady.
fighting for the same side.
Check us out on all the social medias, on all of the things. Thank you for watching. We will see you same bat time, same bat channel, unless we pop out of the woodwork with a special bonus episode. All for you. But until then,
The archives
good
give
night,
limited
everyone.
chance to make it into something
Long,
useful.
long live the streaming setup. Long live it. It survived the entire stream. Yes. Don't forget to get your broomstick. That ice broom is
His
absolutely the
Nevada, like,
tits.
encrypted down
You're
and
looking
it's
It's so much fun.
Did your muscles get
It's got like this
bigger?
blue glow behind it. It's just the coolest thing ever. Love it.
How can I help?